Welcome to the Reseller Nation Network, where hustlers and dreamers unite to ignite fires that build empires. This channel is your daily destination for unlocking powerful strategies, guides, and essential tools to turn ambition into achievement. Hosted by the dynamic duo, Dream King, the King Dreamer, and Hustle Queen, the Queen Hustler.
Welcome to the Reseller Revolution podcast of the Reseller Nation Network, where hustlers and dreamers unite to ignite fires that build empires. I'm Dream King, the King Dreamer.
And I'm Hustle Queen, the Queen Hustler.
In this episode, we set up shop for the weekend in a booth at your local flea market. Let's start with the basics. Why sell at flea markets? Flea markets have been a staple for resellers for decades, but they're often underrated. Flea markets provide low-risk, low-overhead opportunities. They're an ideal entry point for anyone interested in reselling without the heavy financial commitment. Unlike online marketplaces or physical stores, selling at a flea market involves very few upfront costs, just the booth rental fee. There's no need to worry about shipping logistics or online platform fees. All you need is your product and a place to set up.
Flea markets offer immediate cash flow. When you sell at a flea market, you don't need to wait days or weeks for payments to be processed like you would when selling online. It's instant gratification, cash in hand as soon as the transaction is completed. This is a key selling point for people who need quick access to profits. Flea markets also give you direct interaction with customers, which is invaluable. The face-to-face nature of flea market selling allows you to connect with your customers on a deeper level, understand their preferences, and even offer them personalized deals.
Another huge advantage is the instant feedback you get from customers. When you're selling at a flea market, you can gauge customer interest and adjust your selling strategy immediately. If one item isn't moving well, you can reprice it or try selling it with a new promotion. You can even ask customers for feedback on your products. This immediate interaction can save you time and money compared to waiting for online reviews or performance metrics. It's an opportunity to adjust your approach on the spot based on customer reactions.
The flea market environment is also highly social and can serve as a great networking opportunity. You can interact with other vendors who can offer tips, share resources, or even collaborate. There's a sense of community at flea markets, which is different from the more transactional online selling experience. By building relationships with fellow resellers, you can gain valuable insights into better sourcing methods, pricing strategies, and customer engagement techniques. You never know when an experienced vendor might share a tip that helps your business grow.
Let's not forget about the diversity of customer types. Flea markets attract a wide array of buyers, collectors, bargain hunters, families, and tourists. This allows you to test different products for various customer segments. Whether you're selling vintage clothes, antiques, or modern gadgets, the diverse crowd provides a rich pool of potential buyers. You can also adjust your product mix to appeal to different types of people visiting the market. Flea markets often have a constant flow of new people coming through, giving you multiple chances to make a sale each day.
Additionally, flea markets provide a great way to move inventory quickly. If you've been sitting on certain products for too long, a flea market is an excellent outlet to clear out older items while still turning a profit. They're especially great for selling seasonal items that need to go before the end of the season. This can be a critical way to maintain cash flow and refresh your inventory. When deciding to sell at flea markets, the first step is choosing the right one. Not all flea markets are equal, and each will attract a different customer base. Some flea markets are known for vintage items, antiques, and collectibles, while others might cater to more general items or budget-friendly products. Do your research before committing to a particular market.
Start by visiting the markets you're considering. Get a feel for the foot traffic. Are people browsing or just passing by? Pay attention to the type of customers attending. If you see families with kids, that's an indicator that products for home, kids, or affordable items might perform well. Conversely, if the market feels more like a vintage haven with lots of younger, hip shoppers, you may want to focus on more unique, artistic, or retro products.
Look for a market that aligns with your target demographic. The type of products you sell should directly influence which flea market you choose. For example, if you're selling high-end antiques, you'll want a market that has a reputation for attracting collectors and antique lovers. On the other hand, if you're selling casual clothing or electronics, you'll want to choose a market that attracts budget-conscious buyers. Sometimes markets offer special events or themed weekends, so consider aligning your product offerings with these opportunities.
In addition to foot traffic and customer base, it's crucial to understand the booth rental fee and other associated costs. Some flea markets charge a flat daily rate, while others might charge based on the size of your booth or the space you occupy. Make sure the cost of your booth rental is aligned with your projected sales. For instance, if you're selling small, inexpensive items, a high booth fee might be prohibitive, but if you're selling more expensive or specialty products, a higher booth cost may be justified. Be sure to calculate how much you need to sell to break even and start making a profit.
Location is another key factor when selecting a flea market. Some markets might be located in more affluent areas, while others may cater to a working-class crowd. If you're selling luxury items or high-end antiques, choose a flea market in an area with a higher income demographic. On the other hand, if your products are low-cost and aimed at bargain hunters, a market in a more budget-conscious area may suit you better. A high-end flea market with higher booth costs might not be the right choice if you're selling cheap electronics or everyday household items.
Vendor experience is also important when selecting a market. Take the time to talk to other vendors at the flea market. Ask them about their experiences, sales volume, and any tips they might have. Often, longtime vendors can provide valuable insight about which markets are consistently busy, which ones see slow sales, and how to handle the sometimes unpredictable nature of flea market selling. Networking with other vendors could even lead to collaborative opportunities, like sharing booths or organizing group sales events, which can increase exposure.
Additionally, consider how seasonality impacts each flea market. Some markets might be incredibly busy during certain seasons, like summer or holidays, while others might experience a lull during the off-season. It's crucial to factor in these fluctuations when choosing where to sell. If you sell seasonal items like Halloween decorations or Christmas-themed goods, timing is everything. Choose markets that align with when customers are most likely to purchase those types of products.
It's also a good idea to look at the market's history and reputation. A market with a long-standing, positive reputation is more likely to attract steady crowds, but newer markets may offer lower booth fees and less competition. Don't be afraid to try out a new market to see if it could turn into a profitable venture for you. Many resellers find success at markets that aren't on the mainstream radar yet. Now that you know how to choose the right market, the next step is to prepare your inventory. Preparation is key when selling at a flea market because your booth setup, pricing, and organization will directly affect how much you sell. The first thing you need to do is carefully select the products you want to sell. Your inventory should be based on the type of customers you expect to encounter.
For starters, ensure that your products are well suited for a flea market environment. The best items to sell are usually those that can be priced affordably while still offering good margins. Think about items that people tend to buy on impulse. Clothing, books, small electronics, home decor, and antiques are all popular options. If you sell too many specialized items, they might not sell quickly unless you find the right market niche. So, you'll need to strike a balance between unique, high-margin items and fast-moving, low-cost goods.
Organizing your products for display is also essential. Flea market shoppers often want to touch, feel, and inspect items before they buy, so making your products accessible is crucial. Consider grouping similar items together by category or price range. For example, if you're selling jewelry, consider organizing it by style or price to appeal to different buyer preferences. Keep high-demand items front and center where they'll catch attention.
If you're selling clothes, make sure they're clean, ironed, and well-organized on a rack. Wrinkled clothes or a jumbled mess of items can make your booth look disorganized and unappealing. Display tables work well for small items like books or knickknacks, but clothing racks are essential for hanging apparel. It's all about making your products look appealing and ready to be sold.
Next, you'll want to price your items effectively. Pricing is one of the most important aspects of flea market selling. You don't want to underprice your goods and lose money, but you also don't want to price yourself out of the market. Do some research to understand average prices for similar items at flea markets. Some products may need to be priced lower than you expect to make them attractive to buyers.
Bundle pricing is a great strategy for boosting your sales. If you sell books, you could offer a 3 for $10 deal. This encourages customers to buy more, increasing your sales volume. Bundling can also apply to non-book items, such as offering a discount for multiple purchases of vintage clothing or home decor. Customers love deals and feel they're getting more value when they buy in bundles.
For large items, consider offering negotiation-friendly pricing. Flea market shoppers tend to love the idea of negotiating, so leave some wiggle room in your prices. If someone offers a lower price, be ready to offer a counteroffer. It's important to set a bottom line for yourself. Know the lowest price you'll accept before you enter negotiations, so you don't sell yourself short.
Check the condition of your products. Items that are broken, damaged, or missing parts are unlikely to sell well, and even if they do, they might not bring in the price you want. Ensure that everything is functional, and if something is damaged, consider selling it at a discounted rate or don't bring it to the market at all. People expect quality when they're purchasing at flea markets, and a high-quality product is more likely to bring in a higher return.
Lastly, always have extra stock available for the most popular items in your inventory. If you know that certain products sell quickly, bring more to avoid running out. However, you don't want to bring so much that you can't manage the booth effectively. The goal is to keep your inventory dynamic and adaptable to the market's fluctuations. Some days, you may sell through certain items quickly, and other days, you'll need to adjust your approach.
Once your inventory is prepared, it's time to focus on booth setup. Setting up an effective booth can make all the difference when it comes to attracting customers and maximizing your sales. Your booth is essentially your storefront, and just like in retail, first impressions matter. A clean, organized booth signals professionalism and encourages customers to linger and explore.
Start by selecting a strategic location within the flea market. If you can, try to pick a space near high-traffic areas or entrances. The closer you are to the main path, the more people will pass by your booth. If you can position your booth near a popular vendor or next to a food stand, you might have an even better chance of attracting customers. Some flea markets even allow you to request specific locations, so it's worth asking for a spot that gets plenty of foot traffic.
Next, focus on creating an inviting display. Use tables, shelves, and racks to display your products in a way that's visually appealing and easy to browse. If you're selling clothing, use clothing racks to hang items so they're clearly visible. If you're selling books, consider using book displays or stacking them neatly to make them easy to access. Keep in mind that shoppers will be eye level, so place your best-selling or most attractive products at eye level to capture attention.
A major part of your booth setup is signage. Clear, professional signage tells customers exactly what you're offering and can draw attention from afar. Make sure your price tags are visible, and try to keep everything organized with labeled sections for different products. If your booth is selling vintage clothing, a clear sign stating vintage clothes will instantly communicate your product range. A good sign will make your booth stand out and encourage customers to walk in and start browsing.
When it comes to pricing, keep it simple and visible. Price tags should be clear, readable, and easy to understand. Try to avoid complicated pricing that could confuse buyers or make them hesitate. If your items are on sale or you're offering discounted bundles, make sure these deals are prominently displayed so shoppers don't miss them.
In terms of booth aesthetics, lighting can play a huge role in attracting customers. If you're in an indoor flea market, consider bringing extra lights to brighten up your booth. Lighting can showcase your products in their best light, especially if you have vintage or collectible items that might look drab in dim light. Even small LED string lights can add a cozy, inviting atmosphere. Make sure your booth doesn't feel dark or uninviting, as customers tend to avoid areas that feel gloomy or poorly lit.
Tables and coverings are another important part of booth setup. Choose clean, crisp tablecloths or fabric coverings to give your booth a polished look. This not only hides any clutter underneath, but also adds an element of consistency and organization. Don't forget to bring storage containers for extra inventory or items that don't need to be on display at all times.
For flea markets and outdoor settings, it's important to have weather-appropriate solutions. Be sure to bring a canopy or tent if you're setting up in an area with direct sunlight. It can get hot during the day, and protecting your products from direct sunlight is key to preventing damage, particularly for sensitive goods like electronics or vintage clothing. Make sure your setup is sturdy enough to withstand wind and rain if necessary. Before we dive deeper into today's episode, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Infinia Academy. Infinia Academy offers a wide range of diverse courses designed to help you build a thriving e-commerce business. From marketing and sales strategies to financial management and product sourcing, Infinia Academy has everything you need to grow your side hustle into a successful venture.
That's right. Whether you're looking to expand your reselling skills, launch your own online store, or master digital marketing, Infinia Academy has the perfect course for you. Thanks, Infinia.
Let's continue to pricing strategies. Pricing is one of the most critical elements of flea market selling. You might have the best inventory in the world, but if your prices are off, you'll struggle to make sales. Your pricing strategy needs to reflect the quality of your products while also taking into account your target market and the competitive landscape. Flea market customers are often looking for deals, so knowing how to balance value and profitability is key.
Start by understanding your costs. This means knowing what you paid for your items and adding on any additional costs like booth rental fees or transportation costs. You can't expect to make a profit if you're underpricing or not factoring in your overhead. Once you've calculated your cost of goods sold, you'll have a better idea of the price point where you can still make a reasonable profit.
Next, take a look at your competition. Visit other booths and see what similar products are being sold for. It's important to keep your prices in line with what the market will bear, but remember that you don't always have to match your competitors exactly. If your product has something special, like better quality, uniqueness, or more features, you might be able to price it a little higher. However, don't price too high. Remember, the goal is to sell, not just showcase your inventory.
Psychological pricing is another powerful strategy. The idea behind psychological pricing is to make your prices appear more attractive to customers by using rounded or odd number pricing. For example, an item priced at $9.99 might seem like a better deal than one priced at $10, even though the difference is just 1 cent. You'll see this kind of pricing at most flea markets because it tends to encourage customers to feel like they're getting a bargain.
A popular strategy for increasing sales is bundle pricing. Offering a deal like buy 2, get 1 free, or 3 for $10 creates the perception of a better deal and encourages people to buy more. This works great for products like books, clothing, or household items. When customers perceive they're getting more for their money, they're more likely to buy in bulk, which increases your overall sales.
Offering discounts can also increase sales, but it's important to be strategic with how you discount. Consider early bird discounts for the first 10 customers or end-of-day markdowns to clear out products as the market winds down. Discounts like these can create a sense of urgency and prompt customers to purchase sooner rather than later. However, you should ensure that discounts don't drastically undercut your bottom line. Always know your minimum acceptable price before offering discounts.
Don't be afraid to negotiate on price, but set your limits. Many flea market customers expect to haggle, so be prepared for this type of interaction. Know beforehand how low you're willing to go on a price. Having wiggle room in your pricing allows you to accommodate customers without losing too much profit. If you're firm on a price, make sure to explain why the item is worth the asking price. Customers appreciate transparency and honesty.
Now that your booth is set up and your pricing is on point, it's time to talk about customer engagement. This is where the real magic happens. You can have the best products and prices, but if you're not engaging with your customers, you're missing out on sales. Engaging with customers is critical to your success at the flea market. Simply setting up a booth and waiting for customers to approach won't get you the best results.
When someone approaches your booth, greet them with a smile and a friendly, "Hi." It's important to make people feel welcome and comfortable. The more approachable you are, the more likely they'll want to browse. If you come off as cold or uninterested, customers might walk away without even checking out your products. Your energy and demeanor set the tone for the entire experience. A warm, inviting atmosphere makes customers feel like they're not just shopping, but having a positive interaction with a person.
If a customer picks up an item, don't just stand there silently. Ask them about their interests or offer suggestions. A simple "what are you looking for today?" can lead to a great conversation and a potential sale. It's all about showing them that you're engaged and eager to help, but not pushy. If you show genuine interest in what they're looking for, it can create a personal connection. Customers feel valued when they're not just treated as dollar signs, but as people with unique needs.
Remember, customers hate feeling pressured. You want to engage them, but not hover. Give them space to look and explore. If they need help, they'll ask. You're not just a salesperson, you're an expert offering valuable products. But you should also allow them to explore freely and independently. When customers are given the freedom to browse at their own pace, they often feel more comfortable making a decision.
Once they've spent some time looking at your products, ask for the sale. Don't be shy. A simple "would you like to take this home today?" can be the nudge a customer needs to make a purchase. When you ask for the sale, do so confidently and give them a reason to buy right now. For example, you could say, "This item is one of my most popular, and there's only one left." This creates a sense of urgency and helps customers feel they're making a smart purchase.
And always be courteous and polite. If they decide not to buy, thank them for looking at your booth, and let them know you're always there if they have questions or want to come back later. Positive interactions can lead to repeat business. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is let a customer leave with a good feeling, knowing they can return later for another look. Building that rapport increases the chances of them coming back, either on the same day or during another market visit.
Another important aspect of customer engagement is storytelling. People love hearing stories behind items, especially at flea markets, where they're often searching for something unique or nostalgic. For example, if you're selling a vintage lamp, tell your customer a brief story about where it came from. Personalizing your product through stories can add emotional value and make customers feel like they're getting something special.
You can also engage your customers by offering recommendations. If you know what they're looking for based on their browsing habits, offer up products they might not have noticed yet. A well-placed recommendation makes customers feel cared for and can lead to more sales. For example, if someone is looking at a vintage record, recommend a similar album you have in stock.
One thing a lot of flea market sellers forget is the importance of visibility. You want your booth to stand out in the crowd, so customers know exactly what you're offering. Visibility isn't just about making your booth look attractive. It's about making sure customers can find you and easily understand what you're selling. At a flea market, with all the hustle and bustle, you need to ensure your booth draws attention in the right way.
A good signage strategy can make a big difference here, not just for product prices, but for branding your booth. Use large, easy-to-read fonts and clear labels. Remember that signage isn't just functional, it's also a marketing tool that represents your business to potential customers. Your signage needs to instantly convey what you sell, who you are, and why they should check out your booth. You might even want to include a catchy tagline to make your booth memorable.
Another great tip is to create flyers or business cards. Hand them out to customers as they check out your booth, or leave them on the table for people to pick up as they browse. Include your website, social media handles, or information about upcoming sales. This keeps your brand visible after the market is over. Flyers also work well for promotions or special offers you might have during the event.
Social media is also your friend. Post pictures of your setup and the items you're selling to build anticipation. Encourage customers to follow your page for future events or sales. Social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook are great places to post behind-the-scenes looks at your flea market setup, which keeps people engaged with your brand. This is especially effective for building a loyal community around your flea market presence.
If you're selling regularly at the same market, consider creating a loyalty program or offering repeat customer discounts. This keeps people coming back to your booth instead of shopping elsewhere. Offering a discount after a customer's third purchase, for example, is a great way to build a customer base that returns. You could also set up a sign-up sheet to collect emails for exclusive offers. It's a small effort that can pay off big in the long run.
If you're selling regularly at the same market, consider creating a loyalty program or offering repeat customer discounts. This keeps people coming back to your booth instead of shopping elsewhere. Offering a discount after a customer's third purchase, for example, is a great way to build a customer base that returns. You could also set up a sign-up sheet to collect emails for exclusive offers. It's a small effort that can pay off big in the long run. As you get the hang of flea market selling, you may decide to branch out and sell at multiple markets. Managing multiple flea market sales requires a good strategy and organization. It's important to balance your time and inventory effectively to avoid burnout. Handling multiple markets means you'll need to keep track of booth rentals, product availability, and your schedule. You'll need to be strategic in your approach to make sure each market gets your full attention.
First, make sure you're choosing markets that complement each other. Don't spread yourself too thin. You want to ensure that each market attracts the right audience for your products. Some flea markets might cater to families, while others focus more on vintage items or collectibles. It's essential to find your niche. For instance, if you sell primarily retro video games, seek out markets with a strong focus on tech enthusiasts or nostalgic shoppers.
Use inventory tracking to make sure you don't run out of popular items. It's important to keep track of stock so you can plan ahead for each market. If one product is selling well at one market, you want to be able to bring more of it to another location without overcommitting. Keeping track of what's working and what isn't is critical for staying organized across multiple venues.
Also, optimize your schedule. If you're selling at multiple flea markets during the week, make sure you have enough time for setup, selling, and inventory management. It's easy to get burnout if you're overcommitted. Scheduling your time effectively ensures you stay on top of everything. You'll need to factor in booth setup, breakdown, travel time, and replenishing inventory. Try to schedule enough rest to avoid exhaustion.
Don't forget about pricing consistency. If you offer discounts at one market, make sure they're reflected at the others. Consistent pricing keeps your brand strong. It's a good idea to create a price list or guide to ensure you're offering the same deals across multiple markets. Price integrity helps establish trust with your customer base and keeps your reputation intact across different venues.
No flea market venture is without its challenges. Whether it's low sales, rude customers, or difficult weather conditions, you need to be prepared for the unexpected. The key is to remain adaptable and find solutions on the fly. Flea markets are unpredictable, and as a seller, you need to roll with the punches and handle challenges calmly and professionally.
The first thing to remember is that not every day will be a big day. Some flea markets will be busier than others, and sales might be slow sometimes. Stay positive and keep your booth well organized to make the most of what you have. If foot traffic is light, find ways to engage with people who stop by. Sometimes, simply adjusting your approach or offering a better deal can help turn things around.
Also, be prepared for difficult customers. Whether they're hagglers or just plain rude, maintain your professionalism. Always stay calm, polite, and focused on making the sale. It's important to know when to stand firm on pricing and when to offer a deal. If a customer's being unreasonable, calmly explain why your pricing is fair. If they still aren't satisfied, thank them for their time and let them walk away. Not every sale is worth making.
Lastly, be adaptable. If something isn't working, whether it's a product that's not selling or a booth layout that isn't attracting attention, be open to adjusting. This flexibility can make the difference between a good day and a great one. For instance, if one of your items isn't moving, try bundling it with another popular product. You can also rotate your displays or rearrange the booth for better flow to attract customers.
Once you've mastered flea market selling, it's time to think about scaling your business. The good news is that the strategies you've developed can easily be expanded to larger markets or even multiple locations. Flea market selling has a lot of potential for growth, especially if you've built a solid foundation. With the right approach, you can scale up significantly without compromising the quality of your business.
Scaling can mean several things: expanding to more markets, offering a wider variety of products, or even branching out into online sales to supplement your flea market profits. E-commerce platforms like eBay, Amazon, or even Etsy can help you reach a broader audience and further grow your sales. Scaling isn't just about selling at more places. It's about expanding your reach and building a more diverse sales strategy.
To scale successfully, focus on streamlining your operations. Automate where you can. Inventory management, price adjustments, and even social media marketing can be automated to save time. This frees up your schedule and allows you to focus on the bigger picture. Tools like inventory software, automated pricing apps, and even automated social media posting can all help you run your business more efficiently.
As your sales grow, consider outsourcing some tasks. Hiring help for booth setup, inventory management, or even customer service can free you up to focus on growing your business even further. Having a team can allow you to expand more quickly and tackle multiple markets at once. Outsourcing can also improve the quality of your operations by delegating tasks to experts who can handle specific functions more efficiently.
Scaling also means diversification. Look for new products or product categories that you can introduce to your booth. Whether it's through new merchandise or expanding to different types of flea markets, broadening your product range will help attract more customers. You can also diversify by branching out into related markets. For example, If you're selling vintage clothing, you could also start selling accessories or home decor to complement your existing offerings.
In summary, if you want to scale successfully, it's about efficiency, expanding your reach, and consistently improving your processes to increase profits without overloading yourself. Scaling your business can open up new opportunities, and with the right strategies, you can build a long-term, sustainable reselling operation. Just remember, scaling takes time and planning, but with the right mindset, you can reach greater heights. Now, let's take a moment to answer some of the questions you've sent in. This Q&A section is dedicated to helping you solve any challenges you might face while selling at flea markets. We received some great questions from our listeners, so let's dive in.
That's right. We love hearing from our listeners, and we're excited to answer your burning questions. Whether you're just starting out or looking to improve your flea market sales, we're here to help you take your business to the next level.
Question 1, from Jessica in New York. I'm just starting out with flea market selling, and I'm worried about how to price my items. How do I know if I'm charging too much or too little? What pricing strategy works best? Great question, Jessica. Pricing can be tricky, but it's essential to get it right to ensure your products sell while still allowing you to make a profit. Here are a few tips. Research your competition. Before you set your prices, take a walk around the flea market and see what similar products are priced at. Look at how other vendors are pricing their items and see if there are any clear patterns. Know your costs. Be sure to factor in the cost of your products, booth fees, and other expenses when setting your prices. A simple formula to follow is cost of goods sold, COGS, plus overhead plus desired profit margin equals price. Use psychological pricing. As we discussed earlier, pricing your items just under a whole number, e.g., $9.99 instead of $10, can make them feel like a better deal to customers.
And remember, pricing isn't static. If you notice that certain items aren't selling, don't be afraid to drop the price slightly or create bundles. For example, buy 2 for $15 can incentivize customers to buy more and clear out stock faster. Flea market shoppers love a deal, so flexible pricing can help move inventory and increase sales.
Question 2, from Mark in Texas. How do I deal with customers who try to haggle? I know flea market customers love negotiating, but I'm not sure how low I should go before I lose money.
Mark, negotiating is definitely part of the flea market culture. It's something that can work in your favor if you handle it the right way. Here are a few tips to make sure you don't lose money while still closing the deal. Set a minimum price in advance. Before you even start negotiating, decide on the lowest price you're willing to accept. This will prevent you from feeling pressured into agreeing to a price that doesn't work for you. Stick to your bottom line and know when to say no. Create bundles to encourage buying. Sometimes, instead of discounting individual items, offer a deal for multiple items. For example, if a customer asks for a price reduction on a single item, offer them a discounted bundle instead, like if you buy 2, I can offer you a better deal. Be firm but polite. You can negotiate without being overly aggressive or giving away the farm. If a customer is trying to haggle, explain why the price is fair and show them the value of the item. You could say something like, I'm already offering you a great deal on this, and I can't go any lower than $X, but I'd be happy to offer a bundle deal if you're interested.
Negotiation is a delicate balance between giving customers value and protecting your profit. If you stick to your pricing structure and feel confident in the value of what you're offering, you'll find that many customers respect that. And don't forget, if a customer is really interested but doesn't want to pay your price, they might still come back later. So always leave the door open for future business.
Question 3, from Sarah in California. I want to sell vintage items, but I'm not sure how to attract the right crowd. How do I market my booth to vintage lovers, especially at a flea market where there's so much competition?
That's a fantastic question, Sarah. Selling vintage items at a flea market requires a little bit of extra effort to stand out from the crowd. Here's how you can do it. Focus on your booth design. If you're selling vintage goods, your booth should reflect the aesthetic of the products you're selling. Use props or decorations from the same era as your items. For example, vintage suitcases or retro signage can help create a nostalgic atmosphere. The goal is to transport customers into the world of vintage goods, so make your booth look like a curated vintage treasure chest. Use specific signage. For vintage items, make your signage unique and clearly state that you specialize in vintage goods. A sign like authentic 1960s finds or retro home decor can attract the right crowd. Engage your customers. Talk about the history or story behind the items. Vintage shoppers are often drawn to the backstory of the product, so share details that make each item special. This helps create an emotional connection and drives a sense of value beyond just the price tag. Leverage social media. Use Instagram or Facebook to show off your vintage finds before you even hit the market. Posting pictures of your items can generate interest before the event, creating a buzz about your booth. When people recognize your booth or see your social media posts, they'll be more likely to stop by.
By positioning your booth as the go-to destination for vintage finds, you'll naturally attract the customers who appreciate the quality and history behind each piece. Additionally, you can take advantage of themed events. Some flea markets have themed days for retro, vintage, or antique goods, which gives you a chance to showcase your items to the right crowd.
Question 4, from Kevin in Florida. I'm new to flea market selling, and I'm worried about weather conditions. I'm considering selling outside, but I'm not sure if it's worth the risk. What's the best way to prepare for bad weather?
Great question, Kevin. Weather conditions can definitely pose a challenge when you're selling outdoors, but there are several ways you can prepare for all kinds of weather. Invest in a good canopy or tent. This is a must for outdoor flea markets. A waterproof tent will protect your products from rain, and it can provide shade during hot, sunny days. Look for a UV-resistant canopy if you're selling under the sun, as direct sunlight can damage certain items like fabrics or books. Bring weather-resistant materials. Protect your merchandise by bringing tarps or plastic covers for sensitive items. If you're selling electronics or anything that can be damaged by moisture, be sure to bring plastic bins to store them safely. Check the weather forecast. Before the event, always keep an eye on the forecast. If you know a storm is coming, it may not be worth setting up your booth that day. If you're already set up, always have a backup plan to cover your booth quickly. You could even get a waterproof storage box for your smaller items to quickly store them if the weather turns for the worse. Set up for wind. If you're in an area with strong winds, make sure your canopy or tent is securely anchored. Use sandbags or heavy-duty stakes to keep everything in place. The last thing you want is for your booth to blow away.
No matter the weather, always have a contingency plan for keeping your products safe and dry. Being prepared will not only protect your inventory, but it will also show your customers that you're serious about running your booth, rain or shine. Question 5, from Lily in Illinois. How do I handle slow sales during certain flea market events? I've been to markets where traffic was low, and I wasn't sure how to improve my situation.
Lily, it's totally normal to have slow days, especially when you're starting out. Sales fluctuations are part of the process, and there are plenty of things you can do to maximize sales on slow days. Optimize your booth layout. If things are slow, maybe it's because your booth isn't visually appealing enough to catch attention. Try rearranging your items to make them more eye-catching, or move around your products to create new displays. Brightening up your booth or adding more interactive elements could also make a difference. Engage with customers more. Use the downtime to interact with passers-by and potential customers. Ask them what they're looking for, or engage them with a friendly conversation. The more approachable you are, the more likely someone will stop and browse. Offer promotions or discounts. Try offering a flash sale or daily deal to attract more customers. For example, everything under $10 for the next hour. This creates a sense of urgency and draws in those looking for a bargain. Be flexible. If something isn't selling, be willing to lower the price or give discounts for bulk purchases. If you can't move something, make it easier for the customer to take it off your hands.
And remember, patience is key. Some days are just slower than others. Keep engaging with customers, adjusting your strategy, and maintaining a positive attitude. Slow days are just an opportunity to reflect on your approach and find new ways to improve.
Thanks for all your great questions. We hope you found the answers helpful as you continue your flea market selling journey. Remember, whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro, every challenge is an opportunity to grow your business.
That's right. Keep experimenting, stay flexible, and always be willing to learn. Flea market selling is an ongoing process of trial and error, but with the right mindset, you'll definitely find success.
If you've got more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always here to help. Stay tuned for more tips and strategies in upcoming episodes.
Now, let's wrap things up with some fresh resources that will help you streamline your flea market business. Whether you're managing your inventory, improving sales, or making your booth stand out. These tools and tips are essential for both beginners and experienced sellers who want to optimize their processes and grow their flea market presence.
1. Inventory management and tracking tools. A good inventory management system is essential for keeping track of what you're selling and ensuring you don't run out of stock or have products that don't sell.
Here are some tools to consider for organizing and tracking your stock. Stocky. Stocky is a great tool for managing your flea market inventory. While it's more commonly used for retail stores, it's perfect for resellers looking to track inventory levels, forecast demand, and even manage stock across multiple locations. Stocky helps you stay on top of which products are selling the best and which ones you need to restock. It also integrates with Shopify if you ever decide to expand online, offering seamless tracking and sales reports. Zoho Inventory. Zoho offers a powerful inventory management app with real-time tracking capabilities. You can track your products across multiple channels, manage your orders, and even set up automated reordering systems to keep your booth stocked with popular items. It also integrates with platforms like Amazon, eBay, and Etsy, making it a useful tool if you expand your flea market sales online. HandyFox. This app is a fantastic choice for flea market sellers who need an easy-to-use inventory solution. With barcode scanning, it allows you to quickly check stock levels and manage sales, all from your mobile device. The best part is that it syncs with your QuickBooks account for easy accounting. HandyFox also offers real-time data on your inventory, so you can always stay up to date on what needs to be restocked.
2. Pricing tools. When pricing your products, it's important to have the right tools to ensure you're competitive and maximizing your margins. Here are some pricing tools that can help.
Price Point. If you sell a wide variety of products, Price Point is a great tool for pricing optimization. It helps you set competitive prices by analyzing data from various online stores. Price Point also uses algorithms to calculate the best price based on the market, your costs, and your desired profit margin. This tool is invaluable for resellers who need to adjust pricing frequently and stay ahead of the competition. Cool offers dynamic pricing tools that track your competitors' prices and adjust yours accordingly. The app can automatically change your prices based on market conditions, inventory levels, and even changes in competitor pricing. If you sell on multiple platforms, Cool ensures that your prices are consistent and competitive across the board, which is crucial for maximizing your profits and maintaining consistency. Camel. This is an excellent tool for resellers who focus on online platforms like Amazon. Camel tracks price history for products on Amazon and provides real-time alerts when the price drops or rises. This is especially useful for resellers who engage in online arbitrage, or if you're looking to compare flea market pricing with online prices for reference.
3. Booth setup and display ideas. Creating an attractive and organized booth is critical for capturing attention at the flea market. Customers want to browse and interact with your items, so having an appealing display is key.
Booth displays. For flea market sellers who want to enhance their displays, Booth Displays offers customizable shelving, racks, and sign solutions. They have a variety of stylish display stands for products ranging from clothing to home goods. If you sell a lot of small items, they also have tabletop display units to help make your booth more inviting and organized. Display Guys. This company offers a wide selection of display products that are ideal for both indoor and outdoor flea markets. They provide everything from pop-up tents and clothing racks to stackable display cases. Their adjustable display shelves make it easy to adapt your booth for different products, ensuring everything is well organized and easy to access. TableCoverinks.com. When it comes to making your booth look professional, TableCoverinks.com offers a wide range of high-quality tablecloths and table skirts that can be customized with your booth name or logo. They offer a selection of colors, and their tablecloths are available in various sizes, ensuring your tables look neat and presentable. A well-dressed table gives your booth a polished look that will attract customers.
4. Marketing and social media tools. Effective marketing can help drive more traffic to your booth and increase sales. Social media is a powerful tool, especially when trying to engage with potential customers outside of the market.
Buffer. Buffer is a social media management tool that helps you schedule posts across multiple platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's a great way to stay consistent with your social media marketing, especially when you're busy with flea market sales. By scheduling posts ahead of time, you can promote upcoming events or special discounts, and keep your followers engaged without having to post manually during the day. Later, for visually focused platforms like Instagram, Later allows you to schedule posts and organize your content in advance. Later makes it easy to plan your posts with a drag-and-drop calendar interface, allowing you to pre-schedule promotional content like booth setups, special sales, or behind-the-scenes looks at your products. With Later's analytics tools, you can track how well your posts are performing to optimize your marketing strategy. Yelp. While most people think of Yelp as a review site for restaurants and services, it's also a great tool for flea market vendors. By creating a business page for your booth, you can attract customers who search for local events, sales, or flea markets. Customers can leave reviews and ratings, helping you establish credibility and build a loyal following over time.
5. Customer engagement and sales tools. Engaging with your customers and keeping them satisfied is essential to ensure that they return and recommend your booth to others. Using the right tools can help you track customer interactions and close sales efficiently.
Square Loyalty. Square Loyalty is a customer loyalty program that integrates with your Square POS system. With Square Loyalty, you can reward returning customers with points for every purchase, offering them incentives like discounts or free items after they've made a certain number of purchases. This program is an excellent way to encourage repeat business at your booth. Shopify POS. If you plan on expanding your flea market sales to include online orders, Shopify POS can help you manage both in-person and online transactions. It's a point-of-sale POS system that works seamlessly across both digital and physical stores. Shopify's POS system integrates with your online shop, helping you track sales, manage inventory, and create a unified system for processing payments and managing customer data. Clover POS. Clover offers a robust POS system for managing both sales and customer relationships. With Clover's mobile app, you can easily accept payments, track inventory, and even create customer profiles that allow you to offer personalized service. Plus, Clover integrates with various loyalty programs, allowing you to reward repeat customers, which can increase customer retention.
6. Tips for managing your flea market business efficiently. To ensure that your flea market operation runs smoothly, here are a few practical tips that can make your life easier and help you stay organized.
Trello. Trello is a visual project management tool that's perfect for keeping track of your daily tasks. Whether it's planning out your booth setup, keeping track of inventory, or creating marketing plans for your next event, Trello's boards help you stay organized. You can also collaborate with team members, if you have helpers, by adding them to your Trello boards. QuickBooks Self-Employed. If you're managing your own finances, QuickBooks Self-Employed is a fantastic tool for tracking income, expenses, and tax deductions. You can sync your bank account to the app, so it automatically categorizes your transactions, making bookkeeping a breeze. It also helps you create expense reports for tax season, saving you time and ensuring you're not leaving anything off your tax return. Evernote. Evernote is an app that helps you take notes, organize receipts, and track ideas in one place. It's ideal for keeping track of product ideas, marketing strategies, and any other business-related information. You can even use it to scan receipts and keep digital records, which is especially helpful for tax season or tracking profits and expenses.
7. Bonus flea market tips and tricks. Now, before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips and tricks that will make a huge difference at your flea market booth.
Keep cash on hand. Flea market shoppers are often more comfortable paying with cash, so make sure you're always prepared with plenty of change. Even though you'll accept credit card payments, cash is still the go-to payment method for many people. Always have a cash box or a money belt to stay organized. Keep your booth dynamic. Every once in a while, change the layout or rotate your products. A fresh display will attract returning customers and show new shoppers that you have something new to offer. Small changes can lead to big results in terms of customer interest. Offer free samples or demos. Whether you're selling food, cosmetics, or gadgets, offering samples or live demonstrations gives customers a taste of your product's quality. It can help build trust with potential buyers and make them feel more comfortable making a purchase. Be friendly but not pushy. Lastly, always make sure to engage with customers without being too aggressive. Let people browse at their own pace, but be available to answer any questions. A friendly demeanor can go a long way in closing the sale. These tools, apps, and tips will help you optimize your flea market business and make your operations smoother. By leveraging the right technology, keeping track of your inventory, and making your booth as inviting as possible, you're setting yourself up for success.
Remember, success in flea market selling is about preparation, flexibility, and building relationships with your customers. Keep learning, adapting, and hustling, and you'll see your sales grow.
In our next episode, we'll be opening our own online record shop as we dive deep into selling on Discogs. One of my favorites.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Reseller Nation Network. Hit the bell icon to get notified for new Reseller Revolution episodes as they're released. Drop a like and leave a comment or a question.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep dreaming big
and hustling smart.
And remember, fam,
it's all money.